We have got 16 of the best Diecast monster trucks ready to throw down week 3 of the September season here tonight on Smashdown. They are all competing for the Smashdown Championship flag here tonight. And out of 16 trucks, only one's going to walk away with a championship win here tonight. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out next. And as we get things started here tonight on Smashdown, we're going to take a look at how round 1 action is going to be breaking down. We're taking a look at Bad Company going one-on-one with the crash test dummy to get us started. And then we're taking a look at the crustacean machine. The monster lobster is going to go one-on-one with Blue Thunder out of the Backyard Beast race team. And that is how round 1 action gets us started here tonight, week 3 of the September season. And coming to the line right now is Kieran Adams, the former 4-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Crash test dummy coming to the line out of the 𝐾 Motorsports Race Camp. He is going to be taking on Brad Anderson out of the Renegades race team in the Bad Company Chevrolet. There you see him now over on the outside lane. One of these drivers moves on into round 2. The other one goes home empty-handed on the trailer. Here's the green light as Crash Test Dummy and Bad Company's got to lead up through no man's land. What a matchup here to get us started in week 3 of the September season. Bad Company had a good lead on him coming down that straightaway. As we go back now, we're going to take another look at the photo finish. And your winner is going to be Kieran Adams. He comes back on him on the big end. Crash test dummy will move on into round 2 action here tonight. Up next, coming to the line is the monster lobster, Keith Cromwell, former 3-time Thunder champion. Crustaceans at the line. He's going to be going one-on-one with the S-kicker, Sawyer Ramsdale. Blue Thunder out of the Backyard Beast race team. He's now ready to go over here on the inside lane. He hasn't had much luck this season inside of that Blue Thunder truck. Prefers the Built Ford Tough version of it. He's going to get back in that as soon as this season is over. Crustacean now on the outside. We haven't seen him in a long time. Green light goes down. Side by side up and over the first jump. What a matchup here tonight as they goes over in the shutdown area. And it looks like Blue Thunder is wasted out there in the shutdown area. He turns it over here tonight. We're going to go back and look at the MTA photo finish. Your winner is going to be Crustacean by about half a truck. He puts the Blue Thunder machine on the trailer here tonight. Next up, we get Wise Man Wyatt Anderson returning in maximum destruction out of the Renegades Motorsports race team. He's about to go one-on-one with 𝐸ZILLAG and Rage, the former 1-time Thunder champion. Would love to add another victory to his resume, but there you see Max D out of Paxton, Illinois over there. Rage out of Columbus, Michigan on the inside lane. The futuristic SUV powered by a big block 540 cubic inch Chevrolet motor. We'll see what he's got against Rage on the inside. The green light goes down. Rage with the whole shot now up and over the first jump, and it's all 𝐸ZILLAG and Rage. He puts the hammer down on Max D early here tonight. What a great matchup it was, but Rage had it all from the start. He will move on into round 2. Next up here tonight, Javon Woodrow, the captain of the Backyard Beast race team. He's bringing back Velociraptor. He got 2 back-to-back victories at the top of the season. Made it all the way to the finals last week just to lose out to your boy Shaggy, Matt Cheever, who brings in the championship flag into tonight's event. He now takes on Chris Culp in the all-new Ninja Turtle, a force to be reckoned with, the new kid on the block, making a name for himself. Green light goes down and Ninja Turtle takes off Velociraptor side by side to the finish line. Another great matchup here tonight. It looks like Chris Culp and Ninja Turtle hits the wall in the shutdown area. We're going to go back and take another look at this barn burner matchup in the photo finish section. And your winner is going to be Chris Culp and the Ninja Turtle. He puts the veteran on the trailer. Javon Woodrow goes out early here tonight in round 1 after an incredible streak that he has had. Next up to the line, it's Dan Agash in their all-new Raminator Dodge out of Champaign, Illinois. He's driving for the Crush This race team. He will now take on Ryan Davis in the 41 Willys, the Junkyard Dog, ready now to go on the inside lane out of the Backyard Beast race camp. So Crush This once again taking on the Backyard Beast. It's been a bitter rivalry these last couple of seasons. Raminator in the JYD. Green light drops down. JYD with a hole shot. Here comes the Dodge down the outside lane. And I think Cheech and the Raminator had enough in the tank. He came back on him on the big end down there. What a great matchup that was. We're going to go back and check out the MTA Crush This replay as we go back and look at it down the straightaway. You see Junkyard Dog's got a lead on him on the inside lane. Here comes Raminator now on the outside, up and over the first jump. They settle it down. Look how close it is as Raminator breaks the line first. We're going to go over to our second frame, and you see it right there. The Raminator Dodge will just edge out the Junkyard Dog here tonight inside of round 1. Ryan Davis put up a good fight, but not enough to hold a candle to the Dodge Hemi horsepower. Next up here tonight in round 1 is the return of 𝐸ZILLAG and the Wrecker Crew, still looking for her very first MTA championship win. The truck based out of Columbus, Michigan, now ready to take on Aaron Church and Dragonoid. He had an all-new truck which debuted at the time of the season last month, and it hasn't been working well for him. So what they've done is they put the old truck back together, and they're going to see if they can make some headway in tonight's competition with a brand new body on the truck. Down the straight stretch they go, and Church has got the lead on Wrecker Crew. He'll the job done here tonight inside of round one, and it looks like the old dog still rides well as the new truck could not get out of the first round. The old truck proven victory here tonight in round one. And next up, coming to the line, Bennett Cartwright inside of the Clydesdale Chevrolet. He's about to go one-on-one with Nugget and the Mohawk Warrior, who has done phenomenally well out here in the September season on Smashdown. Made it to the finals just a couple of weeks ago, and now he's trying to get his way back there. The truck has been top-notch. We'll see what he's got against the new kid on the block, Bennett Cartwright and the Clydesdale Chevrolet over here on the inside lane. The green light drops down there side by side down the straightaway now. Mohawk Warrior with a slight lead. Over he goes in the shutdown area. A wild ride for the Mohawk Warrior here tonight, as we have to go back and check out the MTA replay because Clydesdale was hanging right there with him, and we go back and check it out. Down the straightaway they go. Clydesdale got the whole shot. You kind of see that sway bar coming into action, leaning over towards the left-hand side of the Clydesdale. Mohawk Warrior passes him on that big end, gets it on two wheels and across the finish line. What a ride for Mohawk Warrior, as he'll be down in the pit area thrashing on that truck. Hopefully we'll see him back and ready for round two action. But now we get set and ready to close out round one. It's the return of 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿 in the all-new King Crunch Chevrolet out of Spring, Texas. He's ready now to take on your boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever returning here tonight, now a two-time Smashdown champion, looking to hang on to that flag on the back of 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend here tonight to end out round one competition. We'll see what the new truck's got in King Crunch on the inside lane. Who's taking the flag in round two? Green light goes down, and King Crunch got a whole shot, but 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend made up the ground super fast down the outside lane. He will get the job done here tonight, and the flag will stay on the back of 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend. And with 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend moving on into round two, this is how it's all going to be breaking down. We're taking a look at Crash Test Dummy taking on Crustacean, and then Rage is set to go one-on-one with the Ninja Turtle to get us started here in round two action. Week 3 of the September season on Smashdown, and Kieran Adams, the Crash Test Dummy, is looking strong out here tonight. He's trying to get that truck in victory lane for the K&J Motorsports race team. He will be taking on 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, the old-time veteran, and Crustacean over there. Again, we haven't seen him in quite some time. Awesome to have him back out here on Smashdown for the September season. We'll see if he can get the job done here tonight over Crash Test Dummy. Both drivers staged and ready to go. Who moves on in the semis? Green light goes down, and Crash Test Dummy with a lead on him. Crustacean coming back on the outside lane. A great dandy matchup as Crustacean lays it over on its side in the van stack down there in the shutdown area. Wasn't a hard roll, so the truck should be good to go. But looking at the photo finish, your winner, half a truck once again, 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭 in Crustacean, puts Crash Test Dummy on the trailer here tonight. Next up out of Columbus, Michigan, it's the Hellbilly Deluxe himself, Rudy 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿, back at the line in Rage. He's coming back to take on Chris Culp in that wicked fast, all-new Ninja Turtle machine, and we saw him eliminate the Velociraptor earlier tonight inside of round one, and Rage eliminated Max D. So both these drivers are bad fast here tonight in the September season. Week 3, we'll see who's going to be meeting up with Crustacean in semis. Green light goes down, and off the line they go. Rage has got the early lead, but Chris Culp and Ninja Turtle right there with him. What a barn burner matchup here tonight in round two competition. We're going to go back and check out the MTA photo finish. It was one close race all the way down to the wire. Still not sure from up here in the booth who got the win. So as we take another look at it, your winner is gonna be Rudy 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐿 and Rage. He'll break the line first over Ninja Turtle. What a close matchup that was. But as we move on into round two, the other side of your bracket, we're taking a look at Raminator. He's gonna be coming back to take on Dragonoid. And then it's a matchup between uncle and nephew as Nugget takes on 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend. And coming to the line right now, it's the captain of the Crutch This race team, Dana Gosh, in the all-new Raminator Dodge. He gets set and ready to take on the former Monster Mania champion from 2024, Aaron Church Dragonoid. There you see him over there on the outside lane. We talked about him a little bit earlier tonight. They got the old truck back together. It did well earlier tonight in round one, but we'll see what he's got against the Raminator Dodge. Here's a green light now, and down the straightaway, they're side by side. A good race up over the first jump. What a matchup as Dragonoid will turn it over inside of the shutdown area. They were neck and neck all the way down. Not sure who got the win, but Dragonoid, as you can tell, is upside down. What a matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We go back and look at the photo finish. It was not by much, maybe 3/4 of a truck, but the Raminator getting the big time win and moves on into semis after that round two matchup. But now we get set and ready to close out round two. Nuggets back at the line to take on your boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever inside of 𝐸𝐵𝐷𝐿 the Legend, who's been looking strong out here on the MTA circuit for quite some time now. He's got the rollover curse kind of debugged out of that truck. He's been fast and consistent as he takes on his nephew Nugget over on the inside lane. Again, the Uncle Shaggy School of Driving going to match up here. There's the green light down the straightaway. Nugget got a hold shot, but the Legend's right there while it what a wild ride for Nugget. What a matchup here. Gravedigger the Legend and Mohawk Warrior putting down a barn burner here tonight in round 2 as we go back to the Crush This replay. Down the straightaway, Mohawk got him off the hole shot, but Gravedigger the Legend made up the ground pretty quick coming down that straightaway. Up and over the first jump, Mohawk Warrior skies it out. Look at him neck and neck at the line. We're going to go to our second frame right here and see who got across that line first. Way too close to call up here in the booth. It may be a draw between Nugget and Shaggy, but Mohawk Warrior goes for a wild ride inside of the shutdown area now, and what we're getting word is the pit crew has gone out there and looked at the truck due to the fact that he rolled it over in round 1 and now has broken the wheel off here tonight to close out round 2. Mohawk Warrior will not be able to come back, so Shaggy and Gravedigger the Legend will advance on into our semifinal competition. What a classic matchup here tonight between uncle and nephew, and as you can tell, Mohawk Warrior unable to come back. He's out of competition for the rest of the night. But now we're going to go ahead and remind you guys that coming up at the end of September, the 16 trucks and drivers from the Smashdown season that you're seeing here tonight are all going to be competing for the Redemption Championship September 27th right here on the MTA YouTube channel. So be sure to catch all the great action right here at Redemption at the end of September. But right now we're back here tonight, week 3 of the September season. Crushstation set to take on Rage, and then Raminator is going to go one-on-one with Gravedigger the Legend. What a heated rivalry that ought to be. But those guys have become pretty good friends over there on the MTA chat log. And right now Rudy Zillige's back in Rage. He gets set to take on Keith Cromwell in the Monster Lobster Crushstation. He's back in the line looking stronger than ever here tonight. So is Rudy Zillige in the Rage Machine. He's been bad, fast, and consistent all night as well. This one ought to be a dandy barn burner to see who's going to be going on in the final round showdown here tonight. Crushstation and Rage. Here's the green light down the straightaway. Crushstation with the early lead. Rage trying to come back on him. Almost making some contact inside of the shutdown area as Rudy Zillige and Rage will park it on top of the van stack. What a matchup that was. We're going to go back and take another look at the MTA photo finish. One thing about it, these races have been close all night long, and as you see Crushstation with a slight lead, your next frame is going to prove that Crushstation got across the finish line just a little bit ahead of Rage here tonight. He moves on into the finals. Who will he meet there as Diecast and the captain of the Crush This race team and Raminator come to the line to take on your boy Shaggy? And you almost got to say he's in this final round by luck. If Mohawk Warrior was not able to come back, they had a tie earlier tonight in round 2. So Gravedigger the Legend kind of out here by a wing and a prayer. He's going to be taking on Crush This and Raminator over on the inside lane. Shaggy and Cheech going to throw it down. Green light goes down and Raminator's got to leave, but Shaggy's right there with him. What a matchup! Cheech and Shaggy putting on a show here tonight to close out semifinal competition. Raminator and Gravedigger the Legend. We go back and look at the MTA photo finish. Your winner is going to be Gravedigger the Legend here tonight. He'll get him by about 3/4 of a truck. Raminator goes on the trailer, so that will set up the final round showdown. Keith Cromwell and the Monster Lobster Crushstation back in the final round showdown to take on your boy Shaggy, Matt Cheever, Gravedigger the Legend, who is now currently 7-0 out here on the Smashdown circuit. Who would have thought Shaggy ever had a streak going on? The biggest streak I want to say he has is the driver that tear up the most bodies on circuit. But right now, he has been bad, fast, and consistent. He's got his stuff together nice and tight. We'll see if he can make that flag go 8-0 here tonight against Crushstation. Here's the green light in the final round showdown. Side by side, the Legend now pulled to leave, but Crushstation right there with him on the big end. He'll turn it over. Same place that he did earlier tonight. Crushstation upside down over the van stack right there inside of the shutdown area. Right now, we're going to go back and look at the Crush This replay. You see him coming down the straightaway. Gravedigger the Legend with a slight lead over here on the inside lane. Watch Crushstation now hit the first jump. He starts coming back on him, making up some ground. It wasn't by much, but Shaggy will get the win, and the streak will go to 8-0 for Gravedigger the Legend as he goes back-to-back. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, as Nugget called him out right there in our round 2 matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner here tonight, Matt Cheever, Gravedigger the Legend. And now a 3-time Smashdown Champion. Congratulations once again to your boy Shaggy, Gravedigger the Legend. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We hope you had a great time here tonight, week 3 of the September season here on Smashdown. Be sure if you haven't already, cross that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.